Hurricane season is here and the time to prepare is now. In Louisiana, we know what hurricanes can do to our communities and the importance of having an emergency plan and taking the steps to ready yourselves, your family, and your community.
You can take simple steps to prepare for hurricanes, including getting a COVID-19 vaccine and building a ready kit with items and documents you need in case you need to evacuate. The best way to keep your family, your pets, and your neighbors safe is to have a plan. Visit ready.gov to begin planning today.
The coronavirus, which is on the rise again in 49 states, average daily cases are up nearly 84% nationwide in the last 2 weeks, in part due to that Delta variant. Now, the threat is especially severe for those who have not been vaccinated. Jerika Duncan is in Nashville in Tennessee. Jerika, good morning to you. Now, we're hearing more teenagers in Tennessee are getting sick, but officials have stopped the vaccine outreach to young people. So what's happening there?
Good morning to you, Gail. You know, the health department officials here in Tennessee tell us that they do support outreach when it comes to vaccinations. But right now, we've got more than 80% of children 12 to 15 years old who are unvaccinated. It makes it a very scary time for one Tennessee mother we spoke to who said her immunocompromised son is set to start school later this month.
For the Graham family, COVID is a constant threat. 11-year-old Chase Graham suffers from respiratory issues and regular seizures. And while he's eligible for the COVID vaccine in November, there's no guarantee it will help.
Chase requires herd immunity. That's what he relies on to stay healthy. Every single time you have a not me attitude, you are saying it's okay for Chase to potentially become critically ill.
His mother, Tanya Graham, is worried about her state's low adolescent vaccine rates, especially as Chase and his 15-year-old brother Landon prepare to head back to school because Graham says there are no virtual options.
Will they be wearing masks at the school?
No, ma'am.
Will they be social distancing?
No.
So how are you confident enough to let him go to school?
I'm not. I'm terrified.
Adolescent vaccinations have become deeply politicized in Tennessee. We spoke with Dr. Michelle Fiscus, the state's former vaccination director, who says she was fired after sharing with state health care providers a more than 30-year-old state law that allows teens 14 and up to get vaccinated without parental consent. It's called the mature minor doctrine.
There are parents out there that will hear that and say, well, who determines how mature my 14-year-old is?
Yeah, and that's certainly a discussion and a debate that can be had. But what case law is in Tennessee is that if you are a child 14 and older and your medical provider determines that you are mature enough, that you can consent for your own medical care.
Nationally, just 29.3% of children 12 to 17 are fully vaccinated.
I have a special guest with me today.
It's why on Wednesday, the White House called on the star power of teen idol Olivia Rodrigo.
Hey, I'm Olivia Rodrigo.
And her 14.5 million Instagram followers.
It's so important that we all get vaccinated.
The Graham family hopes the message gets out before it's too late.
My biggest fear is that Landon would bring it home to Chase because I don't think that Landon could deal with that. That would just destroy him.
I don't want to do that. It would crush me. It would crush me. It would crush me.
And it could potentially hurt your brother.
It could potentially do more than just hurt. It could kill him.
And Landon, as you just heard right there, Chase's big brother says he has been fully vaccinated as of about 3 weeks ago and told us that he feels relieved knowing that he's helping to protect his...
Jesus Christ, great.